afternoon, everyone. My name is Kim Mano, and I have the honor of serving as the Director of Advancement for Central Ohio Technical College. Welcome to our 2020 COTC Alumni Holiday Celebration. Before we get started, I'd like to share a few housekeeping notes. To minimize background noise, we ask all participants to remain on mute. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat and we'll get to them time permitting. And because we want to make this as fun and interactive as possible, we have a few holiday-related survey questions that will be sprinkled throughout our virtual celebration. 2020 has been quite a year, and I think for many reasons, most of us are ready to put the year behind us. We'll share a little more about how COTC has remained focused on our students in a few minutes. But before we do that, I would like to recognize the members of the COTC Alumni Council. As many of you know, COTC has a rich alumni program, thanks in part to the leadership of the Alumni Council. The mission of the Alumni Council is to serve as the principal link between the college and its network of alumni. We currently have 18 accomplished and engaged alumni serving on the Alumni Council. So at this time, I would like to recognize them. Our current Alumni Council President, Kevin Carver, Rennie Baer, Terry Berteau, Selena Clark, Chase Galoni, James Golden III, Swain Hunt Jr., Brittany Meisner, Bonnie Morton, Randy Morton, Tanya Osborne, Ken Quick, Whitney Reese, Kathleen Sheets, Becky Smith, Laura Smith, Jody Wheeler, and Tim Young. A big thanks to all our Alumni Council members for their thoughtful participation, continued advocacy, and overall support of our wonderful college. I think I can speak on behalf of my Advancement Office colleagues, Melanie Bolander and Laura Walsh, when I say it is a privilege to work with each and every one of you. I would also like to recognize and give a special shout out to Chase Galoni and Kathleen Sheets, whose terms come to an end this month. With 2 members terming off, that means the Alumni Council is currently accepting nominations for new members. Serving on the council is a great way to learn about college programs and initiatives, plan and promote opportunities for alumni involvement, be a community ambassador for the college, and inspire other alumni to do the same. And because we only meet 4 times a year, it's not a burdensome time commitment. So if you're interested in learning more about the Alumni Council and how to get involved, please put your name and email address in the chat so we can follow up with you or reach out to our COTC Advancement Office. Despite the fact that COVID interrupted our plans multiple times this year, we were still able to pull off a few exciting alumni-related initiatives. In February, we launched a 2020 challenge to raise money for the Elizabeth Barnhart Award for Nursing Excellence. You might know Elizabeth Barnhart was a 2015 graduate of COTC's nursing program who was working as an ER nurse at Licking Memorial Hospital when she was senselessly murdered by her husband. With the help of Elizabeth's family and friends, the Elizabeth Barnhart Award for Nursing Excellence is now presented to 1 graduating student at each of COTC's 3 Newark campus nursing pinning ceremonies each year, based on a combination of intelligence, commitment, sacrifice, integrity, and especially a compassionate connection to others. It is the highest honor a graduating nurse at COTC can receive. Recipients receive a framed certificate and a $300 cash stipend to help defray the cost of equipment, testing, and licensure fees. During the course of the 2020 challenge, we were able to raise more than $7,000 to support future nurses in memory of Elizabeth. We were also able to launch a new COTC Alumni Facebook group with the help of Jessica Huffman in the college's Marketing and Public Relations Office and James Golden, one of our Alumni Council members. The Facebook group launched in September, and to date, we have more than 400 members. It's been a really neat way for our alumni to connect, share personal and professional milestones and achievements, and ask questions. If you're on Facebook, you can find it by searching for COTC EDU Alumni Group. And a big kudos to Melanie Bolander, our Assistant Director of Advancement, for spearheading this effort. Last but not least, we were able to sell COTC alumni t-shirts at our drive-through commencement in October to help graduates show their COTC pride and generate funds for the COTC Alumni Scholarship. The t-shirts sell for $20 each, and 100% of the proceeds benefit the COTC Alumni Scholarship Fund. So we were able to generate several $100s for the Alumni Scholarship. If anyone celebrating with us this afternoon is interested in purchasing a COTC alumni t-shirt and helping deserving students who are following in your footsteps, please contact our COTC Advancement Office or put a little note in the chat. In just a few minutes, we'll be announcing this year's Alumni Award recipients, but let's have some holiday fun with our first survey question. And then we'll turn it over to our COTC President, Dr. John M. Berry, for a brief update about the college's response to COVID and our continued commitment to student success.
Kim, will we be getting the results of that survey before we move on, or should we jump in?
Yep, I think it looks like we've got about 82% of our people have voted. Laura, feel free to share.
Do you want me to close it now?
Sure, you can go ahead and close it and share.
Okay. Wow, Dr. Berry, it looks like a close call between the frosted sugar cookie and the peanut butter kiss cookie.
I voted for the peanut butter kiss cookie, so come on now. Oh, second prize. All you people who enjoy that frosted cookie, there's nothing wrong with that either, though. Appreciate that. Well, happy holidays to each and every one of you, and thank you all for being here today. This is certainly not what we traditionally try to do with meeting with you all in person, but it's so very, very good to see each and every one of you in this virtual context. So thank you all for being here. Our alumni are one of the key constituent groups that we love and support here at COTC. So we want to make sure that we always reach out and spend some time with you, even if it's from a distance perspective. So thank you again for being here. I'd also want to take a moment to thank all of our advancement team for putting this together. You know, I think it was Whitney that when she came in, she said, this is the most interesting and exciting Zoom meeting I think I've ever been in. So kudos to the advancement team for doing all of that. I want to take a few moments of your time to kind of let you know exactly how the college responded to COVID in this very, very interesting and difficult time. And we transitioned to remote learning in March and continued that through both our summer and fall semesters with a few small in-person labs wherever needed and necessary, particularly in our healthcare fields and our public safety fields. Our faculty and staff, they did a phenomenal job pivoting quickly to teach and work and support our students in a very remote capacity. We donated excess supplies, including masks, gowns, gloves, alcohol wipes, and hand sanitizer to Licking Memorial Hospital, the Knox Community Hospital, the Coshocton Regional Medical Center, and the Genesis Healthcare System. We gave a significant amount of our supplies, and Sandy Walker will probably agree with me, we might have given away a little too much when we had to come back and start our process again. We needed to kind of restore some of that, but it's very interesting, and Dr. Heiser knows this, that the state is looking for some more donations now with the COVID rebuild up. So I'm not going to be surprised if we support that again. You know, during this entire process, our students continued to remain our #1 priority, and we made sure that they understood that. All our student support services have continued to be offered virtually, and our Gateway staff did several personal check-ins with students throughout each semester. And this is a very significant point of pride. We committed more than $1 million in scholarships for the 2020-2021 school year. That was not always a traditional scholarship. That was in support of what students needed to continue their life and living existence. If they needed money to pay their rent, if they needed to keep their lights on, if they needed transportation, we helped support that system and kept them moving forward in that process. We received approximately $1.3 million through the CARES Act. Half of those we used for operating expenses and the other half were awarded as emergency grants to students directly. Because of our CARES Act funding and budget changes that we implemented during the pandemic, we successfully closed our fiscal year, which ended on June 30th, 2020, and we were actually in the black during that process. So kudos to each and every one of our faculty and staff that really tightened their belt to make that system happen. And another big shout out to David Brilhart and his team in business and finance to help us manage that. So that's a really synopsis of what we've been able to do during this very interesting time. We will keep moving in that modality for the spring as we have projected, and keep fingers crossed that this will all end sometime soon. With that, Kim, I will turn it back over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Berry. Our first Alumni Award presentation is for the John C. J. Barker Community Service Alumni Award. This award was created several years ago to recognize extraordinary graduates who give back through outstanding community service. This award also honors the legacy of our longtime friend, community servant, and proud COTC alumnus, Jay Barker, who passed away in February 2014 while serving as the president of our COTC Alumni Council. It was actually Jay's idea to create an award to honor COTC alumni who give back to the community. He wanted this award to inspire our graduates to get involved in volunteerism and community service. Although he was not here to see it fully established, we are proud that his legacy lives on through such a meaningful award. Our COTC Alumni Council decided to name the award in Jay's honor because he truly exemplified the incredible spirit of community service this award seeks to recognize. In 2014, just a few months after his untimely passing, Jay was posthumously recognized as the first recipient of this prestigious award. His wife, Beth, and son, Spencer, were with us to accept the award on his behalf. And every year since, they have joined us on the stage at the Independence Day celebration on July 3rd to help present this special award. This year, we had two very deserving nominations for Jay's Community Service Award. So before we announce the winner, I'd like to highlight the phenomenal achievements of each of our nominees. Our first nominee is Gary Schwarm, a 2006 graduate of COTC's Manufacturing Engineering Technology program. After an impressive career that included working as a senior research technologist at Dow Chemical and as a laboratory technician at Owens Corning's Technical Center, Gary retired in 2018, but has continued dedicating himself to his community. Gary has been extremely supportive of the East Knox local school district in all aspects of the educational program. In 2016, Gary was asked to serve as a levy chair for the November 2016 levy attempt. Most people would have balked at this request because the school district had experienced 9 consecutive failed levy attempts. But Gary accepted the challenge with no hesitation. He immediately went to work, organized the committee, and developed and executed an outstanding plan that included many meetings to gather stakeholder support. The result was voter approval of the levy, which meant the district received additional levy monies for the first time in 34 years. In 2019, Gary took on the role of bond levy chair to fund much needed renovations and maintenance at the East Knox Joint Junior and Senior High School. Once again, he dedicated himself to the cause, and the result was bond levy passage on the first attempt. Over the years, Gary has participated in Habitat for Humanity in Michigan, California, and Kentucky. He has also traveled to Hungary, and on 12 occasions, he helped build homes for the underprivileged in Jamaica. Gary was also one of the founding members of the COTC Alumni Council, and he gave the keynote speech at the college's commencement ceremony in December 2006. Gary was nominated for the J. Barker Community Service Alumni Award by Hub Reed and East Knox Superintendent Steve Larkham. Our second nominee is James Wiles, a 2008 graduate of COTC's Basic Police Academy, who currently serves as a detective with the Pataskala Police Department. In addition to his extremely demanding job at the police department, James had the idea several years ago to organize an annual Licking County Public Safety Day to showcase the real superheroes of our community and build rapport with residents. Each year, Detective Wiles invites first responder agencies throughout Licking County to display police cruisers, fire trucks, tactical vehicles, and helicopters. He also invites social service organizations to help educate community members about the many resources available throughout the county. During each event, kids and their family members enjoy hot dogs, snow cones, face painting, and canine demonstrations. Over the years, Detective Wiles has dedicated hundreds of hours to ensure that each event is a huge hit with citizens, children, and first responders alike. Detective Wiles is also an incredibly dedicated member of the Licking County law enforcement community. He is a relentless investigator and has an empathy for crime victims that one rarely sees. His attention to detail and thoroughness ensures that his cases are as complete as they can be before they ever make it to court, giving victims their best chance of justice so they can heal and move past a bad situation. In addition, Detective Wiles makes a point of mentoring new officers at the department. He can often be seen not only explaining the correct way to complete a task, but also explaining why it's done a certain way. James Wiles was nominated for the J. Barker Community Service Alumni Award by Pataskala Police Chief Bruce Brooks.
Wow, Kim, those are two very deserving recipients. And unfortunately, there can only be one winner in the category, although both of them are quite worthy. And the winner of the 2020 John C. J. Barker Community Service Alumni Award is Mr. Gary Schwarm.
Oh. There we go.
My name is Gary Schwarm, and I want to thank COTC's Alumni Council for picking me as their 2020 winner of the John C. Barker Community Service Alumni Award. I'm deeply honored by that, and obviously without my experience at COTC, none of this would have been possible. You know, I started COTC when I was 32 years old, and it took me 23 years to finish my manufacturing engineering associate's degree, which, by the way, was a springboard for me to go on and get my bachelor's degree later on at Mount Vernon Nazarene. But, you know, I said all of that to say this: you're never too old to learn. And my experience at COTC, I was able to acquire skills in a lot of different areas, including hands-on welding and programming PLCs, to public speaking, organizational skills when working with a group. And those newly acquired skills opened a lot of doors for me, both in my employment and in volunteerism. So again, I thank you, COTC, for this award.
Thank you, Laura, and congratulations to Gary. I love his message about perseverance, never being too old to get your degree. We are also grateful for Detective Wiles' service to our community. Since the J. Barker Community Service Alumni Award is normally presented on the stage at the Independence Day celebration on July 3rd with the help of Beth and Spencer Barker, we had to get a little creative this year, so we have a separate video of Beth and Spencer that we would like to share with you. Maybe. I swear this worked perfectly when we did our practice today.
Murphy's Law, Kim.
I know.
Technical difficulties. Give me just 1 minute. I'm almost there.
It's 2020, everyone.
Thank you, Melanie. Oh, shoot. Where did they all go?
How about we do another poll? Laura, I'll share the next poll while you figure that out.
Thank you.
Okay. So our next polling question is, what is your favorite winter activity? Well, it looks like we have a pretty clear winner here. The majority of our guests enjoy sitting by a fireplace, and perhaps that includes sitting with a drink by the fireplace. So no judgments here.
Kim, I think you could have added with a hot toddy and it would have been a unanimous.
Well, just wait till our next polling question. Did you guys see the results or did I mess that up? There we go. See that? There's the results. Okay, Laura, are you ready for the video?
I certainly hope so. We'll try this again.
Hi, I'm Spencer Barker, and this is my mom, Beth. Gary, we'd like to congratulate you on receiving this year's John C. J. Barker Community Service Award. It's a great honor that we are happy to have COTC bestowed to you and to other recipients. So congratulations.
Yay, thank you, Laura. We appreciate Beth and Spencer taking time out of their day to be part of the presentation of Jay's award. I'm sure he's smiling down on us right now. So at this point, I would like to turn it back to Dr. Berry to give us an update about some exciting capital projects that are currently underway.
Thanks again, Kim. I feel like a news reporter. Thanks, Kim. Live now, I'm going to report to you about some exciting developments. And I say this with a little bit of spirit of fun, but so that you know, it's a great segue after talking about community service, because all of what you're going to hear about these big developments on campus could not have happened without the generosity and gifts of so many of our community members themselves, and things that we're so excited to celebrate and share with all of our students and alumni. So let me share a little bit first about the John and Mary Alford Center for Science and Technology. Hopefully you all will have seen that coming up here on the Newark campus. It is almost completely enveloped in now its brick shell. So we're so very excited about that. We celebrated the groundbreaking in August of 19, so this past August. And the building will be open and ready next summer. So this coming summer, actually. So we're really excited about that. It is a 60,000 square foot facility. It's 3-story STEM building that will house a multidisciplinary health science simulation center for COTC students, 2 nursing patient rooms, an ER simulation lab, an operating room simulation, a scrub-in station, and a virtual anatomy lab that will feature a life-size 3D dissection table. And if you all haven't had a chance to see this, we have one already on the Newark campus. If you haven't seen it, make a time to do that because it is an outstanding component. It is amazing what it can do. So this $32 million facility is an investment in our current and future students, as well as our local employers. COTC and Ohio State Newark have committed a combined $17.6 million, and through a community-wide fundraising campaign, we raised nearly $14 million in addition to that to build this facility. So donors who make a commitment of $500 or more will be recognized on an engraved paver on the patio adjacent to the building. But to be included, you have to notify the advancement office of your intention by the end of this year. So if you want people to walk all over your name, you need to make sure that Kim knows about that. If you're interested, put a note in the chat and they will follow up with you after the celebration. The one thing about this advancement team They are excellent fundraisers. Kim had mentioned earlier about the t-shirt sales. I think that every graduate and their family bought a t-shirt during our graduation celebration. So it's an amazing job that they do, and please be a part of this process with us. The other piece that we want to make sure that you know a bit about is our Pataskala campus renovation. And if any of you have been to our Pataskala campus prior to this renovation, you know it was not the biggest point of pride. It was our one facility that we've not been able to really change and modify until now. This is a two-phased process that is occurring. Our first phase, which is happening now, included a complete renovation of our current 17,000 square foot facility, creating a new nursing and allied health skills lab, a science and computer lab, actually two of those, classroom and academic support spaces, student collaboration spaces, testing center, boardroom, and the installation of a new heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and fire suppression system, all of which were quite necessary to transition an old and tired building into a modern new facility that we can't wait to open. Phase one started this past summer, and the newly renovated facility will open this coming summer. Phase two, which encompassing the carport to create a new front entrance and the lobby, and reconstructing an additional 5,800 square foot addition to that facility, which will add 3 small classrooms, 1 large classroom, a computer classroom, several student study areas, a meeting space, additional restroom facilities, and a large community gathering space. So phase two will also include a $4 million fundraising campaign, which we hope to launch next year, so we can add and serve so many more students and employers in that Pataskala and Southwest Licking side. So exciting to do that. You know, again, COVID kind of disrupted our original plan, and it's kind of hard to go into a fundraising modality when people are just trying to get by. But we're really anxious to get that started and to add on to that facility and almost double its capacity. So now I'll turn this back over to you, Kim. Thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Berry. Our next Alumni Award presentation is for the Transitions Alumni Award. Established in 2009, the COTC Transitions Alumni Award recognizes COTC alumni currently working at the college in either a faculty or staff capacity who help advance the college and make a difference in the lives of current students. This year, we received 4 exceptional nominations. Our first nominee is Dr. Melinda Brilhart, a 1999 graduate of COTC's Diagnostic Medical Sonography program. Since that time, she has gone on to complete her bachelor's degree, master's degree in management, and doctorate in educational leadership and management. Dr. Brilhart began her employment with COTC as an adjunct instructor in 2009 and moved to full-time employment in 2011 as a faculty member and program director for the sonography program. She is the recipient of numerous awards, including the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society's Excellence in Teaching Award, the COTC Teaching Excellence Award, and the Above and Beyond Faculty Award. Under her leadership, graduates of the sonography program consistently demonstrate a high level of success in credential achievement, and she is currently engaged in an effort to offer a bachelor's degree at COTC that would fill a void in echocardiography in the pediatric and neonatal population, which would be the first of its kind in Ohio. Dr. Melinda Brilhart was nominated for the Transitions Alumni Award by Dr. Sandy Walker, COTC's Dean for Technical Studies. Our next nominee is Asif Khan, a 2012 graduate of COTC's Electrical Engineering Technology program, who currently serves as a faculty member for both the Engineering Technology and Computer Information Technology programs. From writing curriculum and teaching courses to current students and local workers through the college's Workforce Development Innovation Center, to actively recruiting and retaining students in the Computer Information Technology and Engineering Technology programs, Asif continues to prove his talent, tenacity, and devotion to COTC and its students. He is extremely generous with his time outside class to assist students, and he can often be found sitting at his desk explaining class concepts with several students gathered around. He also successfully implemented several initiatives that led to the International ABET accreditation for the Engineering Technology Program. Asif Khan was nominated for the Transitions Alumni Award by Tom Comisford, Assistant Professor of Engineering Technology, and Dr. Vicki Maple, Vice President for Economic Development and Workforce Solutions. Our third nominee is Borley Taylor, a 1996 graduate of COTC's Business Management Technology program, who currently serves as the Program Manager of Multicultural Affairs for both COTC and Ohio State Newark. Borley has been an employee on the Newark campus for over 23 years and a member of the student life team for 18 years. She is very passionate about her work and serves as a strong advocate for students. She is willing to meet students where they are, helping them realize their potential and mentoring them through towards their personal growth and development. Through her creative development of programs and educational awareness opportunities, Borley has successfully developed outreach opportunities that stretch into Newark and the surrounding communities. She spearheaded the creation of the annual Community Intercultural Relations Conference, which showcases relevant topics and nationally known speakers and program facilitators. The annual conference garners continued involvement from many local organizations and businesses and draws participants from throughout Central Ohio. Borley also developed the Diversity Through Artistry program, which is a partnership between COTC, Ohio State Newark, and third graders at Legend Elementary. This type of creativity and outreach earned the Diversity Through Artistry program, the college, and Borley recognition at the state and national level. Borley was nominated for the Transitions Alumni Award by Holly Mason, Dean of Students and Director of Student Life. And last but certainly not least, our fourth nominee is Doug Worthen, a 1979 graduate of COTC's Accounting Technology program, who currently serves as the Assistant Director of Facilities for both COTC and Ohio State Newark. For nearly 32 years, Doug has faithfully served COTC in a variety of critically important roles. He began his career in 1988 in the Fees and Deposits Department as an accountant. He was then promoted into the bursars position in 1993 and again as a resource planning analyst for the Business and Finance Office in 2012. He became Assistant Director of Facilities in 2012. With his responsibility for overseeing the space needs for campus events, Doug has interacted with a multitude of individuals. He has established outstanding relationships with customers and clients, both internal and external, as it relates to the use of event space and resources. His affiliation with and service to outside organizations has only served to promote the importance of the college within the community. During his long tenure, he has always put the needs of the college and its constituents first and foremost, putting in whatever hours are necessary to complete a project, address an issue, or deal with whatever emergency situation might arise. Doug Worthen was nominated for the Transitions Alumni Award by Brian Bomer, Superintendent of Facilities for both COTC and Ohio State Newark.
Now, Kim, those are four quite worthy and outstanding nominees. And I can say without hesitation, it is an honor ticket to work with each and every one of them on a regular, consistent basis. However, there can only be one winner during this process, even though I'd love to give out four. And the winner of the 2020 Transitions Alumni Award is Dr. Melinda Brohart. Congratulations, Dr. Brohart.
My name is Melinda Brohart, and I'm a professor and the program director for the Diagnostic Medical Sonography program here at COTC. I began my educational journey in 1997, and because of the education I got here at COTC, I have been a lifelong learner ever since. I am very proud to be receiving the Transitions Alumni Award, and after 20 years in the sonography community, I am so thankful that I have the opportunity to give back to my students. Getting an education here definitely changes the trajectory of your life. It really does set you on a path where not only do you get a job, but you have a professional job, you have a career. So I take pride in my students, and I love being a teacher at COTC, and it really has come full circle for me. Thank you.
Congratulations to Melinda and all our nominees. It's really neat to see so many impressive COTC alumni using their talents and skills as employees of the college. Before we turn it back to Dr. Berry one more time for an exciting update about the college's 50th anniversary, which will kick off next summer, Laura, will you share another holiday survey question?
Guess we need to find out what everybody's favorite movie is. And almost everybody has voted. All right. And the results? My favorite, Christmas Vacation.
Oh, that's excellent. Now, I did vote for Christmas Vacation only because my favorite holiday movie was not on there, which happens to be Scrooged. I don't remember if anybody remembers that one, but that was my favorite. Thank you, Bonnie Buchanan. I see you're sharing some love there. So, all right, everyone, I wanted to spend just a few more minutes of your time kind of updating you about this very exciting 50th year anniversary that we're getting ready to celebrate at COTC. So this will be our year-long celebration, which will take place from July 1st of 2021 through June 30th of 2022. That would mark our 50th academic year cycle. And candidly, we wanted to give ourselves a little bit of time to move COVID on out so that we could celebrate as much as we possibly can in person with you as well. It will be a very special opportunity to reflect on the last 5 decades of growth and accomplishment that the college has lived through, and many of you have been responsible for that evolution. We will honor the many stakeholders who have helped shape this institution. We will increase public awareness of the college's role in strengthening our communities and what we do on a regular basis. And we will celebrate what lies ahead for us as we look forward to the college's next 50 years. So, hey, 50 years young and ready to continue to celebrate. We're planning several fun events and initiatives, which include a 50th anniversary gala that will take place on Friday, September 17, 2021. So go ahead and mark your calendars and pull out your fanciest garb, whatever you want to dress up for. We're really excited to do this one on the Newark campus. We will have a special event at each of our extended campuses as well, trying to tie into some themes of those host communities. We will celebrate a summer movie on featured night, which we will celebrate by featuring the 1971 movie, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So it started in 71, we started in 71. I don't know if you're like me, but that is a weird movie, but a very entertaining one. So we will feature that. There will be a publication featuring 50 notable alumni, and we will have a special COTC 50th anniversary ice cream flavor in partnership with Velvet Ice Cream, something very specific to COTC. Right? We've actually narrowed down 3 unique flavors, and next spring we'll invite our alumni and community members to vote for their favorite, and we will celebrate that as our special COTC 50th anniversary flavor. So, hey, nothing but good times to share with you. Looking forward to it and can't wait to celebrate with each and every one of you. But for now, I'll turn this back over to Ken.
Thank you, Dr. Berry. I will say that it's very convenient to have a college president with the last name Berry when you're thinking about ice cream flavors. So that may give you a little hint of some of the flavors that are kind of towards the top of our list. So our final Alumni Award presentation is for the Outstanding Alumni Award. The Outstanding Alumni Award recognizes COTC alumni who have demonstrated personal or professional achievement that brings honor and distinction to the college, as well as individual attainment and contributions for the betterment of the community. This year, our Alumni Council members had 3 impressive nominations to consider. Our first nominee is Dwayne Albaugh, a 1982 graduate of COTC's Electrical Engineering Technology program. He continued his education, obtaining a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science from Franklin University in 2006, and he currently works for the Boeing Guidance Repair Center in Heath. Dwayne began his career working at the Newark Air Force Base in 1981 and has been supporting the Intercontinental Ballistic Missile, or ICBM, program for the majority of his career. His professional career has taken him through the roles of product review and test equipment engineering, information technology, system consulting, and computer specialist. Dwayne is now one of Boeing's most sought after engineering subject matter experts for many of the company's ICBM test stations and avionics products. Dwayne's subject matter expertise and technical leadership also earned him a promotion to senior engineer. His technical career, education, and degrees alone are not the essence that makes him so special, but rather his ability to lead, inspire, and mentor the less experienced engineers at the company. Dwayne can often be found reaching out to younger engineers and providing them with advice and mentorship that will undoubtedly serve them well throughout their careers. He is the ultimate team player who derives satisfaction when people around him succeed. Dwayne Albaugh was nominated for the Outstanding Alumni Award by John Urban, Chris Rouillard, and Julie Dowdell. Our second nominee is Terry Berteau, a 1984 graduate of COTC's Industrial Engineering Technology program. During his time at the college, Terry participated in a cooperative work experience program with the Newark Air Force Base, and it was an experience that changed the direction of his life. After graduation, he continued working for the Air Force Base for 7 years and then took a position in Louisville, Kentucky, working for the U.S. Navy. While in Kentucky, he completed his bachelor's degree in business administration and his master's degree in dispute resolution at Sullivan University. After obtaining those advanced degrees, Terry came back to Ohio and worked for the Defense Logistics Agency in Whitehall as a contract specialist, but with the collateral duty of mediating employment law cases. During his time at the Defense Logistics Agency, he also had the incredible opportunity to go to Iraq to help the Air Force and the Army with turning in equipment when they were getting ready to leave the country. Terry now works for the Defense Finance Accounting Service in Columbus, where he is a mediator for discrimination and conflict management cases. He and his team travel around the country mediating cases for the entire agency. Terry Berteau was nominated for the Outstanding Alumni Award by Gina Shackle, Assistant Registrar at COTC. Our final nominee is Dr. Mara Weber, a 2005 graduate of COTC's Radiologic Science Technology program, who now works as a medication safety and antimicrobial pharmacist at Ohio Health's Hospital in Athens, Ohio. During her time at COTC, Mara was an outstanding student in both the didactic and clinical settings, and an outstanding member of one of the Rad Tech program's most successful state quiz bowl teams. While working as a radiologic technologist, she enrolled at The Ohio State University and completed her bachelor's degree in radiology. She then continued on to obtain her Doctor of Pharmacy from Ohio State in 2012. Mara continues to contribute to the field of radiology through involvement with the Ohio Society of Radiologic Technologists and has served as a judge for a local high school's senior projects, allowing her to mentor students about college. She has also been the advocacy chair and the Central Ohio chapter coordinator for the Central Ohio Polycystic Kidney Foundation, an organization close to her heart because of a family connection. In 2019, Dr. Weber received the Ohio State Newark Distinguished Alumni Award for her contributions to the field of pharmacy and radiologic science, as well as her community contributions. Dr. Mara Weber was nominated for the Outstanding Alumni Award by Ken Olish Program Director for COTC's Radiologic Science Technology Program.
Oh, goodness gracious, Kim. That's, wow, what an array of individuals. So Dwayne, Terry, Mara, thank you for continuing to make your alma mater proud and continue to represent COTC in the community. But as they said in one of my other favorite 80s movies, and that was Highlander, there can be only one. And having said that, the winner of the 2020 Outstanding Alumni Award is Mr. Dwayne Albaugh.
Hello, I'm Dwayne. Honored and privileged to receive this award. I was a little surprised when I got the email the other day. Outstanding alumni at COTC. My education at COTC really prepared me for my life challenges at Boeing and the Air Force Base, and was a good foundation to launch into my bachelor's degree and help me be successful in my career over 40 years. So thank you.
Thank you, Laura. Congratulations to Dwayne and all of our nominees. We really had some outstanding candidates this year. We're almost out of time, so let's do one last survey question before we wrap up.
There we go. What's everybody's favorite holiday beverage?
And it's okay if you're partaking right now. We won't tell anyone. It's almost 5 o'clock.
I think you needed an other category on that one.
And it looks like everybody's voted. Last call. No pun intended. Well, yes, pun intended. And wow, hot chocolate.
Well, thank you, Laura. We hope you all had fun celebrating with us this afternoon. Congratulations again to our award recipients, Gary Swarm, Melinda Brillhart, and Dwayne Albaugh. And congratulations to our award nominees, James Wiles, Asif Khan, Orly Taylor, Doug Worthen, Terry Berteau, and Mara Weber. As Dr. Berry said, each one of you truly makes us proud. We would also like to thank all of the nominators for helping us recognize and celebrate these truly outstanding alumni. On behalf of Dr. Berry, Melanie Bolander, Laura Walsh, and myself, we'd like to wish all of you a happy and healthy holiday season. Thanks again for joining us for this special alumni celebration. Take care, and we do hope to see you in person in the new year. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks all.
Thanks. Have a great day.